What's up you guys, Reversal here and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go. So today we got a lot of news to cover. If you want to stay updated with the latest of Pokemon Go update news, make sure you subscribe to the channel with post notifications turned on, so that way you guys don't miss out whenever I upload a new video onto the channel. That being said, we got 10 things that are happening right now. They're either just updates on stuff that are already in the game, new features that are being posted, just news in the community in general. So I don't want to waste your time. Let's go ahead and talk about them. So as you guys already know, the Kanto event has finally ended, which means that all the raid bosses have reverted back to what they used to be. If you guys are curious what they all are and what the weaknesses are and so on and so forth, I have a link in the description down below with all the raid bosses, with Tyranitar, Mawile, Absol, Aggron, Swablu, the whole Smash Rush, the entire crew is back in the game right now. The one part of the event that is still ongoing is the sale, the crazy sale, the best sale that we've ever had in Pokemon Go, has been extended officially for an entire week until the 24th of April. That means that you guys have the capability of buying 24 raid passes and a bunch of other items for 1480 Pokecoins, which is arguably the best deal we've ever had when it comes down to raid passes in the game. There has been a new update for Pokemon Go version 0.99.2 that has been released into the game for both Android and iOS. And on the surface, it doesn't seem like a big update. It's mostly like quality of life changes or stuff that Niantic is like preparing for future releases and updates. But for us, there's two things that have been changed for the better. If you guys have been playing Pokemon Go long enough, you guys are familiar with the dodge alert. Essentially, whenever the Pokemon is going to be attacking you during a gym battle or a raid battle, you would see a yellow flashing, and that has been brought back. It is really nice to see that being back into the game, because we kind of had to guesstimate whenever we had to dodge. Now you have some sort of indicator as to whenever you actually need to dodge. It's very nice that actually is back in the game. And Field Research now has an icon on a Pokestop of which you completed that particular field research of. So that way you no longer have to be confused about which Pokestop gave you a field research, or whether or not you already completed one on that Pokestop. At the right top corner of that particular Pokestop, you can already look at it from the distance. You can already see whether or not you completed it for that particular Pokestop. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about Pokemon Go Community Day. The results of April are in. In North America, Team Instinct won, and in Asia, Team Valor won, and then Team Mystic won everywhere else. You know, that's not important, even though I'm Team Mystic. I'm kind of rooting for the underdog at the same time as well. It's really kind of nice to see that Team Instinct took it for a second month in a row, and then this time around in Asia, they actually took it for Team Valor. I'm really curious to see what next month is going to be, because it's obviously going to be the busiest month, with Charmander being the featured Pokemon. And that brings me to my next topic. There's a really cool IV chart for Charmander, which shows the potential 100% IVs for that particular CP. So if you have a Charmander with that CP, there is a chance that it might be 100%, but it's not, you know, it's not confirmed. Like, there's a chance it might be, because it lines up correctly with whatever the CP is. Gotta give a shout out to Team Valor UIO for making this sheet. And then lastly, for Community Day, Niantic has actually done a little survey in which they asked us a couple of questions regarding Community Day. So the first one was like, which Community Days you have attended, whether you were playing with yourself, with some friends, or with your local community, or whether you participated or not, how you've heard about Community Day, so through the website, through maybe Twitter, through maybe the Silph Road, maybe through a YouTube video, like right here, you know, right here, and what Pokemon people would like to see for Community Day. Now I'm curious, what did you fill in for that? Make sure you let me know in the comment section down below. I was curious about that. That's kind of nice that they actually asks us, because that really gets to show us like, hey, you know, if a particular weird one gets released, then it might be because a lot of you guys actually suggested this one. Unfortunately, at this point, they are no longer accepting responses, which I think they should have let them open at least for a week, because with all of these answers, Niantic obviously will be able to sketch kind of like the picture where people stand in regards of Pokemon Go Community Day. It's very exciting stuff, because it only means that hopefully they're going to be adapting to what we as a community want for the game. And then a little bit of a controversial topic, banning in Pokemon Go. Very recently there has been a sort of like shadow ban wave, and basically that means that if you are shadow banned in the game, you only get to see a specific species of Pokemon which aren't classified as rare Pokemon. And now what happened, I think it was last night, a massive ban wave got rolled out, and a lot of players ended up getting banned, a lot of spoofers ended up getting banned. I'm actually quite happy that that happened, because it really shows that Niantic is like not relying on spoofers in any way, shape or form. So that's a good thing, I personally feel. You're free to disagree, because obviously some spoofers will be watching the channel. But I wanted to take this time as well to give you perhaps a little bit of a tip. Considering that the shadow ban has happened, I strongly advise anyone to use any sort of means to enhance your gameplay, in the sense of downloading an app to calculate your IVs even. Myself included, I'm just too skeptical of any sort of app. I have no knowledge about how the programming or development of these apps work, so I'd rather be safe than comfortable, and comfortable in the aspect of quickly getting the IV values out of my Pokemon. I've always done it by hand, and you got your appraisal tool in the game that will accurately tell you whether or not a Pokemon is 100% or not, so that should give you a great indication. For me personally, I mostly care for Pokemon with 15 attack, because that's honestly really what matters. For a Chansey or Blissey, I really want to look for HP. But outside of that, I really just look for 100% or a 15 attack Pokemon. So that's basically how I do it. But I'm curious how you guys do it. What are you looking for in your Pokemon? Is it that you just want to know what the statistics are? Or is there anything that, you know, you value more than maybe I do? And then I quickly wanted to share with you guys that Pokemon Go has in fact hit the #1 spot on top grossing for both iOS and Android globally, which is kind of insane. That means that Pokemon Go earns the most revenue out of any other game out there. Candy Crush usually is in like second place, with the uprise of Fortnite, that is making a bunch of revenue. Clash Royale, Clash of Clans, those types of games are always still in the top. Whenever there's a sale ongoing, Pokemon Go tends to hit like rank 1 or at least top 3 on either iOS or Android. But outside of sales, Pokemon Go still has been consistently since launch been hitting top 10, and then sometimes dip down to top 20, but never below top 20. And that really tells us that, you know, Pokemon Go has always been doing well in terms of revenue, so that should give us a little bit of hope for the longevity of the game. And then we're going to be talking about Research Breakthrough, but rest assured, skip to this time in the video if you don't want to be spoiled. I'm going to give you 2 seconds to, you know, do that, or maybe 5 to head to that part of the video, so that way, you know, you don't end up getting spoiled. Okay, you're gone? Great, let's talk about it. It is Moltres once again, and I think that's interesting. What I think is happening with Research Breakthrough is that it hopefully will cycle every month. So I feel at the beginning of May we should get some sort of confirmation about that. But if that's not the case, then I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about it then at that time, but I'll make sure to let you guys know about that once the time arrives. That's about 2 weeks from now. And then lastly, I want to talk about region exclusive week right here onto the channel. The first vlog in which I obtained a CORSOLA in Florida alongside with Prodigy's Nation, Trainer Tips, Pokemon Master Holly, and DX1 is live onto the channel, so make sure you check it out. I'll place an end card at the end of this video as well. I spent so much time editing that video down, and honestly, if you are one of those persons who left endless amounts of comments like, hey Reversal, we want that quality content back, that is the video you've been waiting for, so please do check it out. And I would appreciate a like on that video as well, as I spent so much time editing that video. I actually said I've been busy with that video for 2 days, but actually I've been busy with that video for a week, sorting everything out, and just, it doesn't matter. The video's up now, make sure you check it out. That's gonna do it for me for now for Pokemon Go update news. I hope that you guys enjoyed. As always, make sure to subscribe to stay updated with the latest and greatest of Pokemon Go update news. Make sure you check out these 2 videos right here at the side of me, and this is the Reverse for Pokemon Go. I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.